Shalom. First off, we give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'Shem Yahushai, Ba'Shem Rakah. Those are the true names of the Heavenly Father, the only begotten Son. Yahweh being the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, or England calls God, or Jehovah, or Yahweh. Okay, his true name is Yahweh. The meaning of his name is He is, or He is to be, or He exists. Ba'Shem is the name of Yahushai. Yahushai is the only begotten Son of the Most High Yahweh, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. Okay, the meaning of his name is He delivers. Okay, or He saves, which is an omen for what He came to do and what He's coming back to do, which is to deliver the remnant of Israel, man. Okay, that was predestined to be saved in these end times that we're living in. Okay, of course, double honors to the apostles and the elders of great millstone, sincere peace and salutations to the elect. And real quick, man, just as you can see in transit, just watching a couple videos, it's man, it's a lot going on, man. It's a whole lot going on. Brother, the elder brother up there up north, I was just watching. He was going into what's going on in Illinois, and pretty much purge-like activities. Okay, which I believe that was the name of the video, and he got the information. The source was which it's been checked out. They're doing press conferences on these different rules and regulations that they're about to start issuing out, just for in particular that state. Okay, and basically what is it, the certain offenses, okay, that would have been considered in earlier years, I guess you could say, for for individuals to really do some serious time behind these crimes, are basically they're slapping people on the wrist, so to speak, man. From kidnapping, I believe it's GTA, which is Grand Theft Auto, a different number of different crimes, man. Okay, and we know how Esau Edom works, man. Right? Which first and foremost, look, the problem, action, solution. Okay, that Hegelian dialectic, man. Pressure from above, pressure from above, and pressure from below, man. Okay, in order to first and foremost, to bring in to shut Babylon down, man, which we understand, of course, from the highest perspective, that this is all the will of the Lord, man. Okay, all of the major and minor prophets, spoke about these things. The Lord Himself, Yahushai, okay, Hamashiach, spoke about these things, man. And what is that? Mark the 13th chapter, Matthew and in Luke, okay, speaking about the end days and the disciples, asking them what, roughly paraphrasing, what would be going down, before He returned, okay. And the Lord said, man, it'd be wars and rumors of wars, earthquakes in diverse places, okay, famines, pestilences. Okay, we're seeing that as of now, man. And then as days go on, I mean, it's actually kind of hard to keep up with all of the different information that's coming up, man. All right, you had the wicked witch from the east. All right, the queen is she was pronounced dead. Okay, I believe it was early on, or I believe it was earlier or later last week. Okay, and we're seeing what, man? We're seeing prophecy manifest itself. We're seeing everything that the Lord said, come to pass, man. Okay, and starting with our apostles, and our elder apostles, their elders before them, all right, and on down, man. These men that are in the right spirit, man. Okay, preaching the correct doctrine, all underneath the name, of course, Ba'Shem Yahushai, and giving you the straight skinny. Okay, I've been warning you of these things, man. So there's not, as I believe Paul said, it's not going to be any cloak, for your sins, man, because you've been warned. Okay, in the book of Ezekiel, the Lord, told us, He told the watchmen, okay, which are the prophets, man, to go out and tell you, and to coming in, and what's going to happen after that? Okay, if the problem, action, solution, and the solution is what? Sooner or later, these martial law troops, man, are going to be marching throughout your local neighborhoods, man. Okay, what is that? 2nd Ezra 15. All right, 2nd Ezra 16, the 16th chapter. Okay, spoke about these things. Men going to desire to go into one city and can't get into that city. Okay, for the lack of bread, man is not going to have pity upon his neighbor. Okay, so you're going to see purge-like activities, man. You're going to see martial law. You're going to see these concentration camps that are going to manifest themselves. Okay, which are really already here. They already been set up. Okay, the Lord has already been working on the minds of these elite, man. It's Proverbs the 21st chapter. Okay, to bring the pain, man. Jacob's trouble is on the horizon. That's why the Lord said, man, these are the beginning of sorrows, man. Right? We're in the beginning of sorrows. Okay, because the sorrows ain't really hit yet. Because you're still able to go, handle your business. You can go get it. Go to your local grocery store. Even though inflation has definitely kicked in, the prices of things have gradually gone up. Okay, but nonetheless, you still have the ability, all right, to get certain things, man. Okay, and then with the water crisis, one in West Virginia, I think it was I forget, it was in I don't know if it was in Mississippi. I believe it was in Mississippi. It was another issue with the water, and that is ultimately contaminated because these major water plants, where they clean up the water, they quote unquote saying that they're not up to par or working, which is all of that is bullshit, man. Which, come on, man. Here it is. Here it is. The America, sends over billions of dollars of aid and relief to these other countries. Ukraine being the latest one. All right. And of course, what they send in Israel every year. Okay, and the various different countries that they're sending money to, but you can't even fix these water plants. Okay, so you can get people's decent water, because even the water that they quote unquote call decent, okay, or sanitary is bullshit and contaminated. Okay, all different types of metals and excess amounts of fluoride and chlorine and all these different things. Okay, it's all still horrible and completely bad for your health, man. Okay, but nonetheless, you see bro, the Lord is working like what the apostle deemed the year all through the Spirit, man. A year turn up, and the Lord has been turning things up. Okay, the Lord has definitely been turning things up, man. All right, and what are we to do, man? We praising the Lord. Okay, we praising the Lord. Of course, we gotta still go through the day-to-day emotions, whether brothers is working, whatever we gotta suffer. But at the end of the day, what, man? The Lord is he's definitely keeping his end, man. He said, the Lord is not a man, he shall not lie. Okay, so he doing what he said he was gonna do. We just gotta have patience, man. In your patience possession your souls, man. The faith and the patience of the saints. We are patiently waiting, man. We are suffering the current moment and the time that we're in, and dealing with whatever we got to deal with. Okay, until the Lord, wrap this thing up, and which He's doing right now, man. Okay, and call on Him, for Him, what, man? Hearing the cries of His people, ultimately, man. So, things are definitely heating up. Things are definitely heating up, that's for sure. And what do we got to do, man? We got to, of course, man, continue to pray without cease, as we were commanded to do. All right? Whatever you lacking in, faith, wisdom, knowledge, understanding, mental fortitude, okay? Whatever it may be, man, the Lord giver, and you ask of Him, and of course in faith, He gives it liberally and freely, okay? And that's what we ought to be asking for, man. revelation comes. Okay, and that's what that foundation, that the chief cornerstone that we've been building upon is Yahweh Shai and Mashiach, man. Okay, Yahweh Shai, man. That's what we're building upon. So when these winds come, right, just like all of the different accounts, in the scriptures, man. When the Lord was asleep, when he was with some of the disciples on that ship, okay, and the Lord was sleeping, and the winds came, right, and you just put yourself in that, back there, you kind of envision, okay, or imagine when you're reading it, and of course, the flesh, of course, them being in that situation, they got scared, and they woke the Lord up. And you got to think about it, the Lord is knocked out when all of this is going on, man. And he woke up, man, ye of little faith, man, and he rebuked the winds, he checked that shit, and they marveled at that, man, but the Lord, those were examples of faith, like, man, just calm down, man, like, you good, man, despite what's going on around you, and that's what's about to take place, and it's a spirit, because the brother was beloved brother, was telling me a vision he had, man, and he was saying that that's exactly what was going on, it was just to kind of give a rough synopsis of the actual dream, and he said he was with brothers, and shit was crazy out here, man. He was telling me, he was getting this feeling, of course, when the flesh, you were initially, when certain things happen, your flesh, whether it's you get nervous or anxious, okay, whatever, you want to call it, all right? But then he said he was by himself, and then he said he linked up with brothers, and then brothers just kind of looking at him like, hey, bro, we good, you know what I'm saying? And then everybody around us, it was like everything that was around us was fucking haywire, it was going crazy, man. But he was like, we were fine, okay? Because what, man? Hey, was that Psalms 34:7, I believe? The angel of the Lord, the angels of the Lord encamped around them that fear the Lord, man. All right? And delivereth them, okay? The name of the Lord is, was that Psalms 19, I believe? Psalms 19, Proverbs 19, or 18 and 10. The name of the Lord is a strong tower. The righteous runneth in and are safe. Okay, Psalms 91, okay? The secret, the hiding place of the Lord, man, we hiding, within what, man? At the name, man, within his name, okay? Within the faith, okay, and the grace that the Lord has bestowed upon us, man, and believing upon those things. I mentioned that in camp, man, because, it's going to be a whole lot of things out here that's going on. But what did the Lord say? What did the Lord say? Hey, be of good cheer, It's the Lord that go before us to fight for us, and that's why the scriptures, the things are written aforetime, are written for our learning. Okay, for us to remember, or to go within the records and to see, man, who is that Wisdom of Solomon? Whoever called upon the Lord, okay, and the Lord, despised or didn't answer. Okay, and these are the things. This is the mentality that we got to continue to, to keep, or to continue to meditate on and really ground ourselves or submerge ourselves within that spirit right there, that thought process right there, man. Because everything else out here is set up to pull us away from those, to pull us away from that mentality, essentially. Okay. So that's the point, man. Just, bro, it's a lot going on. And call on Yahweh Shai, for hastening these days, man, and getting us prepared, all right, for the kingdom to be ushered in. And really, the kingdom is already here, man.